Okay, welcome everybody to coffee, and I will go get a refill in a minute. In the morning, it's Friday morning, and it's getting ready to, I think, snow in Atlanta area tonight. It's raining right now, so it's kind of dark in here. I believe I have solved the camera issue. I'm hoping I have it focused well right now. I hope I got it all adjusted. Here's my problem. Remember, I had the C930E, which is like supposedly the upgrade. I'll just get this out of the way real quick. It's supposedly the upgrade from the C920 Logitech camera. However, the C930E, which I had been using for a couple of years, well, probably more like four, um, it's a great camera, but it didn't have light lock. Okay, I just froze. Hang on. There we go. But it didn't have light lock. So the light would kind of, how an autofocus, if you take the autofocus off, it won't go in and out, in and out. Both cameras have the autofocus. But the newer one did not have light lock. So the light would kind of go light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, because it didn't have the light lock on the newer camera. So I said, well, this is getting tiring. So I went back and I bought the C920, which is like a downgrade from the one I had, but it has light lock. So I got that, and I've had it for probably about a month, maybe about a month. Oh, and by the way, this is my 600th video that I've uploaded to YouTube. Yay! So yeah, that was a milestone for me. 600 videos on YouTube in 2 years. Anyway, back to the camera setting. So the camera, I put the C920, and all I could see was just your little basic controller box, autofocus, light lock, and there was no advanced settings. I could not find advanced settings. I downloaded, any software I thought I could off of Logitech. All this, there was no advanced settings. Well, here's the deal. Now y'all get ready to have a little snicker at my expense. So let me draw y'all a little show. I'll show you here. Let me find a piece of paper. Hang on. Let me get a piece of paper. I'll show you what happened. And I'm showing this so that the next person will know in case this ever happens to you. Okay, so what happened was, where's my Sharpies? No, I got a Sharpie here. Okay. So the little controller box popped up. It's a little controller box, and it had like light lock and autofocus, and there was no advanced settings. Yes, a diagram. Yes, Derek. There was no advanced settings like there was on my C930E. And I said, well, dang, is this all we get with the C920? Well, here's the problem. This is what happened. My taskbar on my Windows was right here. You got your your Windows icon, and all your little tasks right here at the bottom of your screen. This was covering up my advanced settings. The advanced settings were under this. Now, usually you grab and drag little boxes like this. You can grab and drag boxes. This box will not grab and drag. This little camera set, I could not grab and drag it anyway. It wouldn't expand. It wouldn't drag. It won't do anything. So I said, dang, this is covering up my advanced settings. So what I had to do was I right-clicked and went to preferences on my taskbar, and I just moved my taskbar to the side. So now my taskbar is over here, and I can see my advanced settings. So now I can click that and go into the color, the brightness, the contrast, all the other settings that I had with my C930E. Now I have all those settings on my C920. Oh my gosh. Anywho, guys, so I still probably need to tweak a little bit, and my lighting in here, fluctuates because I'm literally right next to a window. I probably should just close the blinds and just use all artificial lighting when I'm streaming. But that gets depressing after 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 hours of streaming. So I will get a little better at my controls settings, but I think this is pretty dang good. Right here, baby. Right here. So, yeah. No, I told Carrie in message, I said it only took my lightning fast brain an hour to figure out I just had to move the taskbar. And I went, oh my gosh. It took me an hour to think about that. Well, I can't get to it. It won't drag. How do I get down to my settings? It took me an hour to figure out all I had to do is move my taskbar to the right. So there you go, people. If you get the C920 camera and you can't see your advanced settings, just slide that little taskbar over to the right and you will see all your settings right there. Okay, so there I know, right? So I tweeted last night that after I went and ordered my new glasses, and on the way home I stopped by my Books a Million and Michael's. I wanted to go by Michael's because Zandra's been posting and bought. Let me just tell you, I haven't seen her video yet. I'm sure some of you here probably went to Zandra's show on Wednesday night, where she went and bought a bunch of the Jane Davenport new line of mixed media, paints and papers and all that. And I said, well, I'm just going to, because it's right next to, in the same little strip mall as my Books a Million, I said, well, I'm going to run to Michael's and see if they have if they put it out yet. So I went in there. Of course, they didn't know what I was talking about. I showed them the pictures that Xander had posted, and they went, oh, yeah, that's coming in next week. So the Jane Davenport mixed media supplies are coming into my Michael's next week. I will not be buying every single one of them like Xander did. I'm assuming Xander did an awesome show on Wednesday showing all of the Jane Davenport mixed media supplies. So if you do not follow Scraps to Beauty on Ustream or YouTube, it's Scraps to Beauty. It's Xandra. I call her Z. And I'm sure she has tons. No, they're not sold out. Yeah, I know there's a lag in chat, guys. And the girls here in Ustream know to put their questions in caps if they're talking to me, because the chat rolls by real quick. And if you are watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching the recording. I am chatting with a live audience on Ustream.tv. And I'm not talking to myself. Queen Pam says they're not at her mics yet either. So, no, Vicki, it's not sold out online. It's just not online yet. It says out of stock online. It's because they haven't got it in the store yet. That's why. It's not they're sold out. They haven't got it in yet. So anyway, Xandra posted a whole bunch of pictures. So I showed the girl at Michael's, and they said, yeah, that'll be in next week. So I'm anxious to go look at it. I might get some paper pack or something like that. I need to go watch Xandra's review of it all and see what I really want to get, because I don't do much stamping, so I won't be buying the stamps or, but I do want to go see. Yeah, there's hope, Vicki asks. Yeah, there's hope. So I didn't buy anything at Michael's. I have coupons, and also if you get their email alerts and all that, right now, all their planner stuff is 50% off. So guys, I don't do a planner other than, well, I'm going to show you some things here for what I'm going to do. But I did buy the planner cover couple of weeks ago and made my own inserts, because I didn't want to do, what is that sticking out right there? Piece of paper? Anyway, I don't do the daily planners, but I loved this binder. Now, when I say binder, there's no rings. It's a no ring binder. It's made to be a cover around those Me and My Big Idea, big thick, big ring planners. It's meant to be a cover around that, and all it is like a sleeve that snaps around. There's no binder rings. So I've shown this before, but I'm going to show it again in a minute, and how I'm using that for my note taking. As y'all know, or well, maybe not, I do a lot of writing, but I usually don't do writing and art journaling together. My art journals are my mixed media collage and different things, but I'm not an art journaler. I don't journal in my art in my mixed media art pages. Most people do that. I just don't. I have separate things for writing and separate from art journaling. But this one here, I kind of want to I won't be probably painting in it because it's just thin paper. I'll show you in a minute. But I will probably do some stickers and flow things in it, paper stuff. But I'm not going to do painting in it. I'll probably do sketches, maybe some ink drawings. But the paper that I put in these to make these books, these like booklets, I've shown this. All this paper is 11 by 17 copy paper folded in half. I think 11 by 17. 11 by 14, 11 by 7. Anyway, I'll measure it in a minute. So it's just copy paper folded in half, and then it's got the elastic to hold it in like a signature. You could use rubber bands. Rubber bands are a little more sturdier, but these are prettier, and if you leave a tassel on the ends of them. I didn't want stuff hanging out of this binder, so I cut them short. But they're not as sturdy as a rubber band, but they are pretty if you want leave some of the tags hanging off of your string, your elastic cording, and you can get this in the jewelry department at Michael's or Hobby Lobby in all different colors. And then you can hang charms and stuff. But this is going to be mostly my writing, note-taking type stuff, which is separate from my art journaling. So I didn't really want anything hanging off that. But I'm going to show you that in a minute. And how I'm using my flow books, which I have a few of them. These are if you are familiar with the Flow magazine, they're a Dutch magazine. I think they're now published, this one was published in Holland, it says Holland, Netherlands. But this one was printed in China, so maybe they're moving. That one time I think they were printed in Poland. But anyway, they are a book. This is I'm thinking it's twice a year, but I really don't know how often they come out because sometimes they're in my Barnes & Noble and Books A Million, and sometimes they're not. But they are the full-on book full of paper, stickers, paper dolls, pop-outs, punch-outs, and they're $30. So if you are a paper lover, though, it is totally, trust me, it's totally worth $30. Okay, but you got to be a paper lover because there's no articles in, like the Flow magazine has articles and write-ups and all kinds of cool things in it. This is just paper, stickers, and you'll see because I'm going to go through it with you right now. Okay, so this is the newest one, and again, it's $29.90. Well, let's see, $30.99 now. It was, I think, $29.99, so it's gone up $1. And I'm trying to see if there's really, it's seasonal. Like I said, they come out, I think, twice a year, but there's no dates on it. And it is the English-Dutch edition, so, and it's the same thing with Flow magazine. They have the Dutch and the English language in it. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? Bam! I love my Flow books. They're just totally, if you like paper. Okay, I got a shadow right there. Let me move my laptop over just a little because my laptop's putting a shadow. Let's see if that's going to work. Let's just adjust a little bit, guys, because I got a shadow from my laptop. Hopefully, we're still focused. Okay. It has a This Book Belongs To in every book, and they have all kinds of little cool stuff. Now, when they do attach things like this in their book, they use the little glue dots. So anything like this the glue dot can be removed, and you can take the things out, okay? I'm just going to leave it on there for now. But you can take anything you want out of the book. They're all just attached with like a glue dot. It is total eye candy. Y'all let me know if I get out of focus or anything. Again, I have all my settings, but I may not have them all adjusted perfectly at this time. Okay, so inside this one, they have a little baggie of is it, what kind of paper is this? It looks like some kind of tissue paper. Little tissue paper flowers, confetti, they just have little things like this all through the book, okay? I know, we love this stuff. I know it, right, Muse? Okay, oh, I lost one there. So I'll try to show y'all. And again, you can go in your bookstore and look at it just like this. They always have a little note here, and they have it in English and in Dutch, but that's, the little editorial. But again, this is not like the magazine. The magazine is a full-on size, magazine with articles and all kinds of things. I've shown them before. But this is pretty much all paper. So it's got a little thing about the Flow magazine here. Am I zoomed in enough, guys? I mean, there's not going to be really anything to read, but I want you to be able to, maybe I need a little more light closer there. Is that better? Okay. So they have Meet the Designers, and then we start in with the paper. And most of the things I have found, everything is perforated. So you can just, easily tear things out. So this is a heavy piece of cardstock. And when you see the variety of papers, it's not just plain papers. There's all kinds of papers in here. And those, they're not sponsoring me or anything. I just love me some Flow. Now, the camera, the white might flash out things here because of the white paper occasionally. Just bear with me, guys. Okay, so like for instance, this page, you have plenty of room to write. You can they're all perforated. You can tear these out, write notes. And then the back, I'm just going to kind of let y'all get a look. I'm fine, thanks, Terry. Vintage record players, vintage telephones. Look at that old handheld there. The wall phones. Can y'all see there? Again, I'm not zoomed in or anything. I'm just like trying to keep it like right in the frame. Vintage cameras, and then they just have one little, design on the papers here. So there's just all kinds. Hopefully the color and everything's showing. So they have this section here of like note paper where you can write, and there's a lot of it. Then they have your matching tags, which these are all perforated and can punch out. I've not taken anything apart yet. Well, I'm going to do that here because I wanted y'all to see all the little things. And so also look at this. When you pull out the tag, look at the paper behind it. There's a little kind of well, that's another tag, but let's just say it's a plain paper. That's another idea for, using your negative space. So they have all kinds of little tags, all these punch out. Here's another page of tags. Another page of tags. And again, they all punch out. These are probably, let me get my ruler handy because I know people are going to ask. Okay, there's 4 on here, 4 cards. So you can see the cards here that are 3.5 by 4 3/4. Probably, centimeters. It's probably a standard, European size. But, and I know that the book itself, let me see what size this is probably a standard European A, whatever, 4, 6, whatever they are. This is 7.5 by, let me get up, there's a clear ruler, I can't see it. 8, wait, can't see my own ruler. 8, 9, a little over 9.5. Just a tad over 9.5. 9.5 by 7.5 is how big. And the book is, at least an inch, probably an inch and a half. Almost, let's go on the spine here. It's an inch on the spine, but thickness with all the papers is about an inch and a half. Just for you guys that want to know. So, and this is like watercolor paper. This is like a watercolor paper feel. So there's 4, there's like vintage cameras and phones, the old Instamatic camera, this is kind of like what Instagram used to use. So just make sure y'all, if you have any questions, put them in caps so I know you're talking to me. Again, 4 more cards. the vintage phones, record players. Then this is 4 more cards, and it's on like a craft watercolor feel. Just moved, feel free, you're the bee's knees, all kinds of little jars and things. And these are actually postcards. So let's go back to this one. So they're actually a postcard that you can mail. So yeah, little postcards. And again, I'm sure they're European dimensions. Then here are envelopes. These you have to cut them out, and it's hard to see because they kept the lines very faint. But there's an envelope template there, and then they have the little scissors there for you to cut this out. Sorry guys, now my lighting keeps wanting to change because I'm going from white to pink to different colors, but I think y'all can see. Again, I will play with my settings a little more. I just figured it out yesterday. My advanced settings. I just found them yesterday. And so I haven't had a chance to play with them because I was gone all afternoon. And so here you can see that when you cut out, let's do one real quick. When you cut out your envelope here, I'm going to play with this book for a while, guys. Just saying. I guess I should use my smaller scissors. Well, anyway. Hope y'all are. Let me know if it gets too bright, because I can turn down the brightness. I have my studio lights are pretty bright because it's dark outside with the rain and inclement weather. All right, it could be a little neater on the cutting, but okay. And then it's got like the lines where you're supposed to fold it. So let's fold this our little envelope here. Let's get it straight. Are y'all liking this? I love this. I love doing this. I love me some paper, anything. Y'all know. Most of us here do. Like anything paper. All right. So now you have your little lined note paper. You can fold this up. And you can and there's plenty of stickers in this book. Trust me. Plenty of stickers. Or me, I would tape it shut. But, you know, you can put your sticker there. And there is your little address label already on there. Isn't that just so cute? And you could put one of these. I'm sure these are the right size to fit in there. Yeah, look. You could put one of these in there. Isn't that so cute? Give me give me paper or give me death, Terry. So here's another one. This one has a grid on this side. And then there's your envelope, you know, outside. So there's a few of these. Again, with the label all ready for you. And it's hard for you to see. There's a very faint line right there. Your template line to cut. But look how lovely the colors and everything are. Ah, you girls. There's a bokeh. Oh yeah, just wait for it. There's lots. I'm just starting, guys. I want y'all to get the full effect because it's an awesome book. You need to get it. If you love paper, you will love the Flow books. Seriously. Okay, so now we come to a cardstock, shiny cardstock little pull-up. Well, what could be in here? Let's open it and see. Sorry, guys. Can you tell I'm enjoying this? Okay, so here we go. Let's open this up and see what's in here. Wow, it's a pop-up typewriter. A vintage typewriter that pops up right out of the book. Big things have small beginnings. So let me see if you can get the effect of this. Look. Isn't that awesome, guys? So it just closes right up, opens right up. And there's a vintage pop-up vintage typewriter. I know, right? I was going, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys, this is why this book is $30. This is why. because things like this are in it. Okay? So let's just keep moving. This is a sheet of stickers. That's all little alphabet stickers. Little tiny stickers. So it's a whole sheet of stickers here. I know. Another sheet of stickers. They look like vintage typewriter, you know. And then this is all stickers. These are all little stickers. 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 These are all stickers based on the vintage cameras and telephones and phonographs and records and headphones. These are all, again, and these are like the perfect thing to seal those envelopes. Whoops. These are like the perfect, you know, to seal those little envelopes with the little cards in them. Hey, Eileen. Oh, Eileen, did you miss the typewriter? Let me show you the pop-out typewriter. Look. Hey, Jean. Look. And Jean, if you just got here, I at the very beginning of this video, I talked about my camera setting issue and how I solved that issue. So, yeah, look, vintage little pop-up. Okay, so let's get back over here to the stickers. Stickers. Okay, oh, and now some more note paper with pretty, you know, florals, little illustrations. This got like all the birds on the back. Here's a feather here. Then a whole page of like watercolor looking feathers on the back. Hey, Jean. Yeah, I did talk about my camera setting issues at the beginning, so I won't talk about it again right now. But yeah, I have to start over. Suffice it to say, Jean, let me show you real quick. My camera box with the autofocus and the lighting thing. And again, right now, guys, I am having a little bit of an issue because of the white paper coming in and out. And I haven't played with my settings because I wasn't home all night. And I just booted up here this morning, and here we are. So I will be playing with the settings a little more. Hopefully it's a little clearer now than it was like the last couple, you know, while. But what happened, Jean, my taskbar on my computer was covering up the advanced settings. And I couldn't move this. It wouldn't move. I couldn't drag it, right? So what I ended up doing was moving my taskbar over to the side of my screen, and now I see my advanced settings. So essentially that was the issue. But right now things are coming in and out, the lights going in and out outside, and I probably need to refocus. And of course, no camera loves white paper, so so I'm dealing with it this morning. But trust me, at least I found my advanced settings. Yes, first I painted my nails, Jean, yes. So I'm just kind of flipping through this paper. This is what we're looking through right now. The Flow book for paper lovers. See how clear and crisp that looks, Jean? Look at that. It's so nice. But again, white paper, that's not camera friendly. I know, isn't that funny? I told Carrie, I messaged her, I said my lightning fast mind, it only took me an hour to figure out. I just had to move my taskbar. So now my taskbar's on the side when I want to see my my camera settings. Okay, so now we have another divider. Okay, another divider for a new section. And these are all different papers, and I'll kind of do a flip through a couple of the other issues just so you can see how variety. Every book is different. Every Flow book is different. This one now has some like off-white lined paper, and then here's, look, some craft color lined paper on the back, some gridded paper. This is a grid. This is some like, looks like old-timey cutout school notebook paper. Thanks, Jean. Some little, what's that paper called? You know, this kind of paper. Some more graph paper. Some like a vintage calendar-looking paper. Some more grids, just different graph paper. And then they always have vintage things like this, vintage pictures like this, and then little bubbles. If you've ever got a Flow magazine, you're familiar with the style and the graphics of it. But this book is just all papers, right? Little thought bubbles, and then on the back you could write. It's all like writing paper. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with mine this year after we go through the book. Now we have a few sheets of vellum. We have some vellum paper. Again, if you love paper, this is the book for you. More. Now this one's not vellum. Well, wait. Here's one more vellum. One more vellum. One more vellum. And then this is like, it's almost like kind of like a tissue type paper. But it's like a little textured on the back, a smooth on the front, but it's kind of like a tissue paper. So there's a few of those. So again, it's just all different types of paper through the whole book. I'm trying to give you all a full, showing of it. Okay, then there's a couple places in the book, too, in this one, where you have paper that's with a belly band that are, let's pull these out, wrapping paper, sheets of wrapping paper. So you've got, they open up to, let me see what size these open up to. A little over, about 17 and a half by almost 14. And again, I'm sure these are A4, 6, well, not this, but, they're European measurements, standard for them. So, yeah, so then now you have, some sheets of wrapping paper. Then here's another one. And I think most of them are different on the inside, too. Yeah, this one is just like, it looks like a faux craft paper. I know, we all love this book. Then here's some little florals, and on the inside is that faux craft. Then here's a little, these are the kind of illustrations that are real popular in Flow. They're kind of simple, but very effective and very graphic and just fun. They're very fun. And then on the inside of this one is like a kind of a cream colory paper. So there's 4 sheets of that. Okay. Now we have labels, and these are all sticker labels. And see how these match the papers that we just showed. So everything like coordinates. Everything coordinates. So all these stickers coordinate with that sheet of paper that had the little people on it. This one has little animals. They're all labels. See, they're just peel off labels. A3, A2, yeah, different, yeah, exactly. And now we have a few more sheets of just color paper that are different colors on the front and on the back. Again, it can be note paper. It could be anything. You can cut these up and use them in your collage, your mixed media. You could color on these, paint on them, draw on them, If you wanted to draw, like, let me see. Let me get a Posca here. Let's let it dry a second. So, if you want to draw with colors, you want yours now. So I'm just going to keep going here. I want y'all to see what you're getting when you spend $30 on a book. Totally worth it to me because there's so much in them. And every Flow book is so different from the other. They all have things like stationery, wrapping paper, stickers, but they're all different every time. Okay, so now we have some heavy cardstock. These would be good for dividers. Like if you have if you want to, you could tear these out and use them in a small notebook. They're dividers. Okay, here's one that says home is where the record player is. Again, thick, heavy, probably at least 110 weight. Maybe more. A little, it's even really, I feel like it's thicker than 110 weight, a US weight. So, little record player there. Another divider type cardstock. Okay, so now this one pulls out, and you got a little poster. Relax, nothing is under control. You got a little poster there. But I love the color combinations, the little illustrations. It just makes you happy. Hey, Mad Rat. All right, so now we open it up, and there's a pull-out banner. Okay, so this pull-out banner says, let's stay home. And these punch out, like the centers here. You can punch out the centers. Let's stay home. Then there's a little house here with a little punch out star. Little corner there. So it's a full-on banner that pulls out. And then you can just fold it back up. Again, I use these, and it's yellow on the back. Again, I use these, I take my flows apart, and I use my stuff. So, then we have whatever floats your boat. Now look at this, guys. The next few pages have, like the envelope templates earlier, the next few pages have how you can cut out these, the little, I think we used to call them pirate hats, but you can make these little boats. There's the little form, how to do it, the little origami design, how to do it. So you can, there's like a little hat. But if you turn that hat upside down, then you have a little boat. So you can either make the hat or the boat. And look at this. Look at this. See, and look. Well, I don't know if you can see, but it shows you how to do it. Here's right here. But when you fold this up, it kind of looks like that right there. See how the fish are on the outside and the little swirly design is on the inside? Yeah. So you can cut this out and make this. And here's your little, how to do it. Again, you can make the little hat or the little boat. I think you can make a drinking cup out of it. It'll hold water. So, I mean, I'm not saying their paper is made to hold water. I'm just saying that we used to do these, Okay. Now we have some more papers to make some more of those. So you got a whole bunch of papers ready to make these. So you can see how they did the designs to work to make those. Look at the little people. It's a little sailor. Look, there's a little sailor. It's a little sailor woman. Oh, and then here's like a little map. And again, these papers right here are made to fold up and make those little boats. See how they have all the kind of standard little design there. I have the autofocus off, guys, so I can't get up there and have it autofocus. I do not like when a focus goes in and out, in and out, in and out, so I just have it set. So you're kind of like, I'm just right here, yeah. Aren't these awesome? Look at that. Look how many you're getting, too. Tons of them. Okay, so now we're on to another piece of heavy cardstock, and this one is, and this is, sometimes they do this too. It's an embossed like piece of paper, but look what happens. You can pop up the butterflies. They're still attached in the middle of the tree. Let me just go ahead and pop them up here. I saved doing all this for when I was on camera, so y'all could see me do this. I kind of take my time here. Right. You can pop up those little butterflies. Let me show you from the side view here. See how you can pop them up? And again, this is why this book is expensive. This kind of thing. Okay. So I'm just kind of popping them out. And they're attached by the middle of the butterfly. Are y'all enjoying this? You love the butterfly tree? I know, right? I mean, you can make something like this, a big one, on cardstock, paint you a tree, have you a little butterfly template, and just, cut around with your X-Acto knife the wings and leave the body intact. It would be a nice big poster piece. I mean, you'd have to have the patience, of course. Take the time to do it. You like it? Thanks, Terry. Oh, I kind of tore that one. So I got a little, you got to kind of take your time because they are gentle. I mean, they are delicate. So let's pop those up. Okay, so there you go. Can you see? See how they're popped out on the tree? How pretty is that? You're following along with your book, Dragon? Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of flatten them back down so I can turn the page till I take that out. Then there's 3 little books. Again, anytime they have things like this, they just attach it with a glue dot. There's just a glue dot there, so you can take these out. And there's just little mini books. Okay? So there's one for today, yesterday, and tomorrow. And again, they're just on glue dots, so you can just pick them right off. And I would, if I was you, I'd peel off these glue dots if you took, because you don't want to stick this to this page, right? But yeah. So there's 3 little books, again, on a big, heavy piece of cardstock. Then we have a little calendar. Now, I don't really do, I don't do calendars. But if you do, there's a little generic, there's no day. It just has the numbers, like 1 through 31 for January. There's no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's like a perpetual calendar type thing. So here's the little calendar in here. And again, if you have any kind of planners that are about this size, I'm going to use some of these things in a bigger size. I'm going to be using them in the pages that are this big. So you can see the different size here that I'll be using a lot of my flow items in. Okay, I'll show you that in a minute. Oh, here comes the sun. Be prepared. We might be changing light again. It's rainy and we're expected to have snow, at least in North Georgia. I don't know if we'll get it down here. We're south of Atlanta. But, so you can just see, here's the 12 months. So if you have any kind of plan or anything, you can just take these out, and they're perforated, and you could add them to, another planner. I'm big on combining things. I'm going to show you again my combination planner color book, which is the same size as the size that I made for my inserts into my faux leather wrap. I'll show you that in a minute. I've showed it before, but in case y'all are just coming in. October, November, December. And then we have another section, Pattern Studio. And these are all pattern papers. These are awesome, guys. If you want to cut things out, make collage, you can make these little mini hinges. There's just lots of things you can do with a diamond shape. So there's quite a few of these, all different colors of patterns. And the back is colors, different colors. Then they have it done in alphabets. They have a couple of these. Okay. Okay, so now we have another pull out, and on this one, this pulls out into a little painted scene. Okay, pulls out like this, and then it's just got some little rabbits and little Bambi and some little bee houses and things on the back. But the purpose of this is so you can take your sticker family. These are all stickers, and you can add them to your scene. Here, let me get the butterfly. So then you can add these to your little scene. It's just cute little stuff. So this one I don't think has paper dolls. I think the last issue had paper dolls in it. Punch out paper dolls with scenes. Houses. You could build the houses out of the templates, and you'd cut the little houses out and fold up and make little houses. Every flow book is just different. So there's a whole bunch of little stickers. Of course, you don't have to use the stickers on that. You could use the stickers in your planner. Just put them in your planner. Not on that page. So here's some more stickers. Morning, Yee. And then there's some more papers with the phonograph out, phonographs, old records, old phones. Some more patterns. Yes, it's not the magazine, it's not the Flow magazine, it's the Flow book. It's different. There's a Flow magazine with lots of articles and papers and things. But the Flow books are all paper. There's really no articles or anything in it. It's all paper, stickers, stationery, wrapping paper, paper dolls, banners. Okay, so now we have some more sheets. We have some more sheets. 3 more, 4 more, 4 more, 5 more. 4, 5, yeah, 5 more sheets of wrapping paper. So these... they open up to that 17 by 14 or whatever it was. So then this one has like a bokeh with the pink. This one has the vintage phonographs, record players, and phones. Phones are on the other side. A polka dot, and let's see what's on the inside of this one. Big, large bokeh in there. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Y'all know what I'm talking about anyway. And these are like 14 by 17 sheets when you open them up. Okay, and they all are in the little belly band there. Okay, then we have some more cards. More postcards again. Oh, these pop out. These are cards that pop out. The other ones tore apart. These pop out. So, yeah. Little mini postcards. Again, I would take these and put them in the little envelopes and mail them, something like this. You take your chance. I ain't going to make it to somebody, right? Postcards are kind of iffy. So there's 2 sheets of those. A thank you, a today invitation, happy. These match one of the wrapping papers that we saw earlier. Now there's a whole sheet of stickers. Okay, these are all little, let's see if I can grab one here. Or seals. They could be seals on the envelopes. I like to use these for stickers. I love the illustrators that work for Flow. They're just really cool. So hopefully y'all can see those. All different little ladies. Okay, and then here's another. These are all vintage ones, and they have like glitter on them. See the glitter? They have glitter on the backgrounds. There's some animals, like a hand holding a ice cream cone, a vintage Ferris wheel, and then some of the vintage ladies that we saw on the cardstock earlier, or on the paper. Okay, then we have some more papers, double-sided, different patterns. Remember, we're in the patterns section. All kinds of pattern papers. Sometimes they have color book pages. And in the very back here, here's a pocket. And in the pocket we have little 3 little brown envelopes. Okay, 3 little brown, you know, the kind that you twist open. You guys have seen these. Those were in there. And the very last thing that's in there, it was in this little plastic envelope. I took it out so you could see. This is the last thing in here. It's the little paper, the little paper ball. Look, with the string here to hang it. So that's the last thing. And it does have double-sided tape, the peel and stick tape, so you can attach it to the other side here, and to keep it, keep it open if you so desire. So yeah. And that was in here in the back. Again, this is the Flow book for paper lovers. Here's another. I probably have about 4 or 5 of them sitting around here. Here's another another issue. I do not know the months. This one says display until July of 2015. So, this is, back when. This one did not have that on here. So I don't. This is a new one though. This is a brand new one. And again, they're $30, but they're jam-packed. In this one, I've taken lots of stuff out already. Okay, let me show you in this one a few other special things, other than like the wrapping paper. And I might have taken some of it out already. Oh, I know I have, because I do disassemble these and use them a lot. This one has this flip out with all the little doors, little houses in there. Lots of birthday invitation cards, postcards. This banner looks like this. There's more in there. So you can hang these. And again, all kinds of, vintage ladies. And I've taken a lot of this out. So, so that's just a different issue here. Let's see what else is in here that I might have missed. All kinds of postcards. See, you can see I've used some. But this is the newest one. So y'all have any questions or anything on it? I hope y'all enjoyed the little review. Again, I just got this last night after my ordered my new glasses. Stopped by Michael's and Michael's and Books a Million. And they are in Barnes & Noble and my Books a Million. Now, I think that after they sell out their 6 copies that they get, they don't get any more. I mean, they are $30. So, the bookstore's taking a chance that somebody's going to want to buy these. I would love to be the person that got the, we didn't sell this. Anyway, so I want to show you a couple things that you can, if you don't want to just leave it in here, you could just use this as a journal itself. Use the cards and things for different purposes. If y'all missed it, here's this issue's pop-up. Okay, it's a pop-up typewriter. Can y'all see that? It's a vintage pop-up typewriter. I want to try to get it so y'all can see it. Isn't that so cute? So you can use this as is and just pull things out when you want to send a little note, a card, a letter, cut you an envelope. We did one of those, and use it as stationery, wrapping paper, and kind of what it's, intended for. Or you could do other things with it. For instance, if you have a planner, now y'all know that my planner, I say that word loosely because I don't really plan. If I plan anything, it's done on Post-it notes. I write the task down, I finish the task, and, that's it. But I know that there's tons of people that love their planners, and so I try to show a few other ideas of what you can do with your paper things and supplies. All they do is tear off covers and send that they don't sell. Yeah, exactly. I could live with it without with all the stuff, right, Julie? So anyway, this color book was Make Something Beautiful, coloring in the maximalist style. And I showed this. I'm not going to do a full-on review of this color book, but you know that I took and I added my own pages to because it's a one-sided color book. Let me restate that. It's a one-sided color book, so you have the color book page on this side, and then the back sides are blank. So I added my own blank sheets, and I stamped out the months. I added some little post-it notes, and I didn't glue this full on in, so that way you have room on the back. So if you have one of your flow books and you like the things, like I punched out, this is from the other one, like here's some stickers. This is from one of the other flow books. So you can use your stickers, your washi tapes, your post, anything that you're using in your planners. The cute little things that you use. Well, take you a color book that's one-sided and make your own planner. This flow book had the calendar in it. Let's find if I can find it real quick. Probably not. They had the calendar in here. Here. So you could tear, because everything's perforated. So you could tear these out and put them in here, add them on top, add them in the back if you need more space. This is just lined paper that I stamped on and attached with washi tape. Okay, and so you can have a color book and put your own inserts in it. And this makes an awesome planner, and then you can plan your day. And again, I don't like to do, write everything out and put everything down I do every day. That's just not me, but a lot of people, that's why people do use planners. Just put your dates on there and whatever you're doing, and then that month you can color, right? I made my own little tabs. I made 12 tabs on the top. And how I made my tabs is just with leftover scrapbook paper that I laminated with packing tape. I just put packing tape on the tags, and then I'm going to put the stickers on here, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 12. I'm just going to put 12 numbers on my tabs so I can get right to that month. So, July, I'll put a 7. I'll put a sticker number 7 on there. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can get right to that month if I need to, right? And so, yeah, so use a color book to turn it into your own planner. I also added with my elastic string, and I did leave tails on this one, so you can add little beads, charms, things hanging off, like, let me show you my adorable. I can get it here. I got one tangled up. Hang on, guys. There we go. You can add charms, your little whatever. This is all attached with that same elastic cording as this. You can get it in the sewing department. The beading department. You can get it in the beading department of Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And there's just all kinds of colors, and some have glitter in them. And then you can attach all your little charms and beads or whatever. There's my little sock monkey in there. There he is. Your little, you can attach whatever to your planners. Okay, so you can do that here as well if you so desire. So this size book, which is 9 by 11, this is a 9 by 11 color book, is pretty much the same size as these individual signatures that I made here. Okay, these are just made out of scrapbook paper and cardstock. I just folded over a piece of my scrapbook paper, attach it to a cardstock. The paper in here is copy paper that is 11 by 17. Yeah, 11 by 17 copy paper, thin copy paper. Okay. Fold it in half, and the reason you do that is so that you can put your cording or a rubber band, either one, fold it over, and then you have your own little signature books. Okay, I did not leave tails on these because I didn't want tails on. I'll show you the rest of where these go in a minute. So you can make your own with just cardstock, scrapbook papers, and this is the same size. So I have a bunch of these made, okay, and I have put them in, if y'all have seen these Me and My Big Idea planners with the big rings on them, and they're real thick and chunky and big. They made these sleeve-like things. I don't want to call it a binder because they're not a binder. All it is, now I have my own things in here with some cording here. There's no binder. It's just like a cover. It's like a faux leather cover that goes around your binders. Well, your planner. I don't like the planners because all they are is a daily calendar that's decorated. Don't get me wrong, they're gorgeous. But I don't do that. I don't do the daily writing out things. So I would rather have blank paper. If they made one of those planners that was just a blank book, I would have bought it. Put it right in here. But they're planners with the dates and the little, every daily little window and chart. I just don't do that. It drives me crazy. I've tried it. I tried it a few years ago. So this is just a rounded binder, and these come in every color. This is a teal-y color one, aqua. They come in pink, blue, red, yellow. They come in all kinds of colors, and they come in 2 sizes. This is the larger one. This size is, and I'm just kind of feeling off the rounded edge here, 11 by 12, okay? So I made my own pages, and all I did was fold, like I said, I just folded I might have had to trim this. I might have had to trim these a little. I don't remember now. But I just made a whole bunch of my own little blank books to fit on the inside. Now, again, because there's no binder rings, which I kind of like because then there's no holes in these, I made my own signatures. I made a whole bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 of these, and this is for my writing. Again, I'll probably doodle in these, put my little flow stickers, my washi tape, and my color book planner in here, okay? So my planner, this is my version of a planner. I'll have this in here. But the bulk of this will have just blank paper for me to write. I have them, I can divide them out by topics and things like that. And then, and I just use these headband things. I think I bought these at Michael's too. They're like headbands. But anyway, I just put 2 of them in here. So I can just put them in like this. Okay. And I'm going to take this one out because I'm going to show you something in it. But then I can just close this up and just snap it up, and they stay because they're they have they're just in there with these 2 headband thingies. Okay. So each signature can be a topic of things that I'm looking into, studying, working on, whatever, whatever you want it to be. And if you want to put nicer, heavier paper in there, other than just the copy paper, then, if you want to do mixed media or something in your little booklets, then you can have heavier paper if you want. But so this is my system for the year. And then I'll use my flow books, which I have tons of these. And like I said, I think I got 4 or 5 of these. And I've used and used and used them. You can probably see where there's big chunks taken out of them. And use the papers, the stickers, the washi tape. Yeah, writing journals. Your writing world stays empty, Jean. Because I am not, my art journals are mixed media art journals. I do not journal in my art journals. They're, you've seen my journals. I mean, we work in them all the time. The collage journals, mixed media, napkin journal, magazine journals. They're for my mixed media art. I keep my writing separate. Most of the time, my writing's been done in the Moleskine, the Moles. And this year, I decided to do this, to have a little bit more real estate to write in. And it will last me, hopefully this will last me a year, So all it is just blank copy paper. And again, this binder cover thing, excuse me, let me get a sip of coffee here, is the large size. It also comes in the, I don't know, something like 5 by 7. It comes in a smaller size too. And you can buy the planner separately. The actual big ring binder, like Sherry has one, those big ring binders, you can see them online. And right now at Michael's, all their planner stuff is 50% off. So, yeah, that would be the time. I did get this for 50% off. I think these binders, this large one, was $40. And I got it for $20 with a 50% off coupon. The smaller ones, I think, are $29.99. This was like $39.99. I think the smaller ones are $29.99. So if you are thinking about getting these, now's the time to get it with the 50% off coupon. Okay? And I think they say different things on them. I think that the different colors have different little titles on the cover. So that's what I'm going to do with this. And this all will fit in here. And it will be held in with just 2 headband straps. All right. So let me kind of shove that to the side to show you what I'm talking about using the stuff inside. I only just started this. I haven't used this yet. I haven't started writing in it. But what I want to show you is that you can decorate these without, again, I'm not going to paint in this. I could, but, painting on copy paper, it's best if you're going to use these for art journals to, use some thicker paper. Take apart a Canson Mixed Media journal or something like that, right, for the heavier paper. So I just wanted to show you, I cut out one of the flow, the inside the first cover of this one. I took out the This Book Belongs To, and I glued it on the inside of this first signature. Now what I'll do over here is I will put what this book is for. On the next page, I'll put this, the table of contents or a paper showing what this book will have in it. And then you can also do, like, I'll show you another example here. Here's a piece of one of the inserts of the flow book. This one says share, and it's a piece of cardstock that was perforated. I took it out of the flow book and I washi taped it both sides. If you do something like a flap in your book with washi tape, you do want to put washi tape on both sides to really, make sure it's going to stay and, and really work for you. So then you can do it, if you want to have, maybe you have some ideas for gifts or something, whatever, it's everybody's personal planner. So whatever you want to use it for. But what I'm showing you is just because it's smaller than your book doesn't mean you can't use it. I really prefer it to be smaller because then it's inset. I don't have to worry about it like either being too big or not, It's just nice to have it a little bit smaller like that. And you could add more things, stickers and, here, let's just Take one of these pretty stickers. Let's take one of the flowers. Well, you know what I'm talking about. I won't try to do, you could decorate the border. You could put the stickers around the border. Whatever. You decorate it yourself. And you can also insert, just like we did the color book one, you can also insert your own calendar pages. You can print these out. You don't have to make your own, stamp your own, or anything like that. You can print these out any size you want. And I just stuck in here some Post-it notes just to show you guys how you can actually use it for a planner. And the washi tape, and then you can also put more behind it. So you have plenty of room in a color book. And again, it's a softback color book. It's get you one. You don't want a hardback book in here. Well, maybe you do, but I want mine to be a softback. And then you can color throughout the year if you're planning anything. If you only have just this, if you don't even make you anything like this, if you have just this is awesome for you to have for a year, And if you want more room, like I did here, let me find one here, where I added my own. Let me see if I can find one here where I added my own inserts, like here. So I took one of the cardstock pages, and I will add some more to it here. I just showed this for an example. You can add your own elastic and add your own extra pages. That's where I was going with this. You can add your own extra pages in here for more writing. And personalize it. So again, take you a color book that you like that's one-sided. I would recommend one-sided so that you have room to add a calendar or write in. So yeah, oops, sorry guys. So you got any questions or anything, guys? Y'all kind of think that's fun? This is my system for the year. If I need to know a date or something, if I'm doing something more where I need to remember a date, otherwise this whole book is just going to be 2017. Because when I'm studying something or note-taking on something, I might have a topic I'm working on, and then 2 months later, I'm going to go add something else to it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be date-related for me. Because this is not going to be, I went to the eye doctor on this day, ordered my new glasses, I got to pick my glasses up. This is not what I use that for. I have my calendar on my refrigerator for those kind of things. I don't keep track of that kind of stuff in a journaling type book. Nothing wrong with it if you're the kind of person that likes to document your daily life and your daily going-ons. I tried that one year about 10 years ago. I tried to document every single day of my life. When October rolled around, I was pulling my hair out. I could not wait for the end of the year because I couldn't stop now. It was in October. But by the time October rolled around and I was documenting everything I did, I was driving myself crazy. The manufacturer on the binder thing, it's me and my big ideas, I'm pretty sure, but it's called the Happy Planner, I think, which is put out by me and my big ideas. As far as like that's all I can tell you. It's like, that's just called, it's from the Happy Planner, Terry. The Happy Planner system. The kinds with those big rings on them. There's a name for those kind of rings. And yeah. And in Michael's, they have a whole line of this stuff. The binders, the books, and 2 sizes. Remember, it comes in this large size and a smaller size. And they have the happy planners, the extra pages, the stickers, the tabs, the everything. It's a whole wall. But they're phasing that out because they're all 2017 planners, right? They're all 2017, so they're all 50% off right now. So if you do want to get any of those Happy Planner systems, now's the time to get them because they're going to sell out. 2017, they're going to mark them down to 50%. They're going to be gone. So, yeah. So anyway, you can use your flow books or magazines, or any type of magazine. If you find, you find something cool in your magazines, if you find something cool in a magazine, you just cut it out, glue it in, use your washi tapes. I did this one very eclectic, nothing matches. There's no system. You can see all the different washi tapes I used here. All just whatever I had in my tray. So I hope y'all got a lot out of this, showing the flow book for paper lovers and some variations of systems that you can do to make planner type things your own. You don't have to buy the standard plan. Nothing wrong with it. And I would buy those happy planners if I was a planner person. They are awesome. They're big, thick, chunky, got tons of pages, lots of illustrations. If I was going to have any planner, it would probably be the Happy Planner. But I can't do a planner. I can't do a daily tracking type planner. I just can't. But if I was going to buy a planner, I would buy the Happy Planner because they're very happy. Trust me, they are happy. So, yeah. So you got any questions or anything, guys? Because I will stop this recording and start another one. But I wanted to keep this one on the flow book and the planner idea. So, yeah. Any questions real quick, guys? Because I know there's a lag. Thanks for making ideas for making your own planners. I know, it's so easy. Just take copy paper, fold it up, decorate it with your favorite scrapbook paper. These cordings are in the beading departments, or you can just use a rubber band, either one. Leave it, and if you want a tail on the end of them to decorate, this is my go-to, like if I wanted to keep track of anything if I was going to take anything outside my house with me, my color systems, what I need, my list of things, books that are on my book reading list. This is my go-to keeping track. And again, there's not a calendar in here. There's no dates. There's no calendar. There's no daily anything in this. It's all listing, bullet journaling, things I want to buy, my book list, my art supply list, a few color charts, that kind of thing. That's what's in here. Okay, so this doesn't bother me. This is not my writing journal. If I'm doing writing, studying, note-taking, annotating, I don't want anything hanging off. I don't want, that's in my way. That's in my way when I'm trying to do any kind of serious thinking. I don't want my head jingling while I'm trying to think. That's just me, guys. But I love this stuff. But I always like it hanging off the bottom. If I have any kind of charms or anything, if I have anything hanging off the middle, then you can't lay it flat. That stuff will be in your way. Yeah. Hi, Susan Ribbons. Yeah, if you have... Now, my color systems, and I'm thinking again of I'm not sure how I'm going to really keep track of all my color stuff. Right now, where's my book? I showed y'all that I'm doing, I have my color stuff here in this Home Depot Solutions journal. This is made for decorating your house. Kelly sent this to me. It's made for decorating your house, keeping track of your colors and your paint chips and your charts and your house decorating. All right, Home Depot puts it out. I get, you know how many binders and notebooks I have, guys, and I have done many shows on. They're not on YouTube. It was pre-YouTube uploads. I've done many shows on Ustream where we've done color mind mapping and color charts, color ideas, mixing colors, using the design-seeds.com page to get color combinations, and that's what I have in here. And I started this up and making color charts. I have some color wheels in here. I have my color, like here's all my Prismacolors, the names, the numbers, and my Prismacolors. So this is kind of my charts and things. I think I have my Luminance in here now. Yeah, my Luminance colors. And it comes with gridded paper. It comes with little tabs. And so then I also use the little color tabs to like keep my color charts. Like here's all the yellows, golden colors, browns, oranges. And then I did like Bunny Designs. I showed this part already. Bunny Designs has little booklets that she's made out of the little photograph books, plastic sleeve photograph books. And she's made her own little, you know how Peerless is, right? Peerless comes in little booklets, and it's watercolor on a little, it's like watercolor on a paper. Okay, well, you can make those with your Neo colors, your ink tints, and you can just scribble out some Neo color. Like here's my Neo colors in the yellow and oranges. Let me get a brush here. So if this is an on-the-go thing, which I don't take this kind of thing out. If I'm doing field sketching, it's usually just sketching or inking. I don't do color. If I want color information on when I'm out and about, I just write the color. I'll write gold, I'll write yellow ochre. I'll write the colors. I'll make, and with little lines, I'll do color notations. I very rarely do any kind of coloring outside when I'm doing sketch crawls or at the museum, at the marine, at the, not the marina, yeah, the, without all the fish. Anyway, so I just take pen and pencil, right? Yeah, I know. I love Heather's swatch books. Bunny Design is Heather. So this is kind of a variation on her. So you can do this, and then you can just pick up. Well, now I need another piece of paper here. There's my paper. So you can have this as your own little swatches, and then you see. So you don't have to take all your Neo colors with you. Aquarium. Thank you, Mad Rat. Yeah. You don't have to take your box of Neo Color 84 set or whatever with you. You can just take a sheet of paper, or a few sheets. And then you have enough here to do a field sketch, right? Now, I can't say that you can do a full-on painting with that. Now, you might be able to do that with the Peerless because there's a lot of pigment on the Peerless, right? And then what I did is I took a piece of plastic. These are just bits of page protectors, and put that in between so that if it's wet, it's not going to get on the next half of the page. So I have page protectors kind of in between. So if you're out somewhere and you do want to use your watercolors or water soluble media, then you can, you have a page of a plastic something that protects it, right? So, and I have the same thing with the greens. So here's all my green swatches. Then I have my Peerless, my Neo Color 2s, and then on the back I have my ink tints. And again, I just scribbled some out. You just pick some up. Okay, and then you got some color. So, you can make your own little charts like this. I would recommend to do it like Heather did, though, in the little tiny, the tiny photo albums, smaller. And hers is pretty thick. And she also has multiple combinations where she's combined many colors together. And she has a whole system of that. This is a simplified version. But I would recommend a smaller, if you wanted to take it as a portable painting studio, to keep it in those little photo, those little plastic photo things where you stick your photos in, 4x6 or whatever, and do it in those because it's more portable. I'm not taking this anywhere. Let's be honest. I'm not taking this anywhere. So I just wanted y'all to see, though, that you can do your own kind of system like this, color system. But I have notebooks and thing. I don't want to call them classes. Inspiration idea demos that we've done where we've used different color combinations, different supplies, using your supplies with different color combinations and all that. So, yeah. So we have that kind of system, if you will. Dede should make these for us. Yeah, you can make your own, Eileen. Oh my gosh. So I am going to go ahead and stop this recording. We've gone on about an hour and a half, but the main thing I wanted to show today was the flow book for paper lovers. Again, I've got a few of these. They're $30, but totally worth it. If you are a stationery paper lover, you will love Flow books. Not to be, don't mix that up with the Flow magazine. They're both published by the same Flow, the same people, but one is a magazine that comes out, I think, every other month. I'm thinking maybe every month. I don't remember. And then the Flow book, which is it twice a year? I don't even know that, guys, because I don't buy every one because they sell out. Now I know you can subscribe to them. You can, subscribe and get it. But my Books a Million had a couple of them in. They sell fast. They do sell fast, but they usually only get, as far as I've ever seen, even when they first have come out, I don't think I've ever seen more than 6. So yeah. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm going to stop this recording, and if you're watching this on YouTube recording, thanks for watching, and we'll be right back.